stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hands it off. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Jackson gonna throw it. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was in that last one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing them right out the gates.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The Gators are on the move. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gator! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right, and they get him down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got room to work. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to throw, it's Moran. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play out.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniels. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. The field goal is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Moran. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was an...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. That's caught. It's Daniels. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the move.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Moran. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Calls his own number, and this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Wants to throw on third. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He's going to take off. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number, has confidence in himself, goes and gets the first down.
And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll go to the air. Wide out, time to get it in. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To throw, it's Moran. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Defense playing a bail technique. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daniels. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A designed run for the quarterback. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll leave it with him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now on the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got him. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Moran. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they...
Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. They'll go right back to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The lone back's got it. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The give out of the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Moran. Makes the grab down the middle. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Going with the ground game left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
The give on the inside. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Moran. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Cornhuskers are in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Huskers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looking for a man. It's Moran. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Bad decision there by the ball carrier to go out of bounds because you've stopped the clock, and now you've given the defense an opportunity to get off the field. If you go for it here on 4th and short and you don't get it, all of the momentum is now on your opponent's side.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
To do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5.
Let's go! Let's go!
They want that clock to run. Look out, he's got room. There he goes.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Trying to slam in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.